control. Gravity is all that I know. She's over me. She's over me. She comes with her hypnotic dance. She holds me here with only a glance. She's over me. She's over me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Wednesday edition of the Paranormal Portal, which is also the very first Paranormal Portal of the new year, 2020, here on New Year's Day, right here for you. And we hope you all had a wonderful celebration last night and have brought in the new year accordingly, and the new decade, and the new future, the new you, the new us. Everything's new. It's all new, damn it. But I'm not alone here. I have got my good friend, co-host, and birthday boy, Mr. Don Longbeard. Happy birthday.
Whatever.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Thur.
You're welcome.
And thank you, everybody out there who's wished me happy birthday today.
It is, there was a number of years ago, this was a bouncing baby boy. And now it's, boy.
What the hell are you talking about?
you have, what looks good? What?
Brian's talking about your facial hair.
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to catch up.
Well, you know, you've set such a high bar.
Yes.
I'm just a shadow of your former beard.
Oh, boy. Okay. Just as a side note, Don is 49 today.
49 years old. Yep.
Yes.
Well, happy birthday. I
Thank
hope
you.
you've had an amazing day. We've already got a call.
Oh.
Right off the bat.
Betcha that's. Oh.
I think it's.
I think I know who it is too.
All right. Well, let's, without any further surprise, we'll get to that in just a second. But I hope you guys are ready, because we're going in. All right, and we are back at it here, and yeah, I could probably change my name to Brent Shortbeard. You know, it's not the size of a beard; it's the quality of it.
Just make sure you keep it clean.
I'll do my best. That's why it's going to be short always. I can't sport anything long. I have enough trouble with
You know what really sucks is when you wake up at night and you're like trying to turn your head and you realize your beard is stuck in your armpit. And you're like, oh, that's why.
At least your alien hand hasn't figured out it's there and grabbed hold.
Oh, man. No, don't curse me like that.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring it up. But we do have a phone call. Let's get to this call and see who is joining us as of right now. This is 701. I think we know who you are, but welcome to the show.
Happy birth recognition day to you.
Don't give me a copyright strike.
Happy birth recognition day to you.
Thank you.
Okay, that's good. Okay, very good. We're gonna head back to mute.
They did lose the copyright, though.
They did?
They did? Oh, nice.
I did not know that.
Well, welcome Marilyn Nace Monroe to the show. How the hell are you?
I am as fantastic as the universe
will
allow.
Yes, sir.
And thank you, Don, for going around the sun with us again. We love you so dearly.
Oh.
And that's all I got to say.
Oh,
that's
So
it.
keep doing what you guys do so well, and I'll be listening.
All
All
right,
right.
brother. We'll talk to you soon. Take
Thank
care.
you, Nate.
Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year to you.
Oh, he just had enough of us.
Well, he said he was just calling to say
I
happy
know.
birthday.
That
And
was
I
very
appreciate that. Thank you.
He's
Thank you,
been a
thank you.
long time friend of
Yeah,
ours.
he's
Pretty
been-
much right out of the gate.
Yeah. Well, since you started on since
TFR.
before I joined, when you were still just doing TFR.
Yep, that's
yeah.
true. He's been around. Mr.
Long
Naysay has
time.
been a long friend of mine, long time friend. But you didn't do anything special for your day, Don?
I did do something special.
Sleep?
I tried. I just kind of had like a mellow day. Just
Okay.
sat around, watched a couple movies, ate leftover pizza from last night, and biscuits and gravy for breakfast.
Excellent. And by the way, thank you, Brian. I didn't mean to ignore your comment. It's I've worn a goatee many times throughout my life, and I just thought I'd try it out again.
Melatonin doesn't work for me.
No, it doesn't work for me either. In fact, it makes it absolutely miserable for me.
You said it makes your head buzz.
No,
Is that what you said?
Well, it doesn't make my mind sleep. It makes my body lethargic.
Ah.
So I feel like I'm just stuck in this in-between state with a mind that just won't shut up
Right.
and a body that could care less. It's like,
I know how that feels.
yeah.
So I've tried melatonin. It's never really worked for me.
Uh-huh.
I've done the chamomile. I've done a mixture of chamomile, valerian root, melatonin, and there's something else that was in there. But valerian root makes my head buzz.
Sound like an alchemist up in
Oh,
here.
it's crazy. Oh, my head just buzzed.
In a good way or
No,
no?
like I smoked a whole bunch of sativa.
Oh,
and
which
that sucked.
Oh, okay.
I hate that stuff.
Oh, do you?
Oh, my brain just buzzes. So one time, never mind. I can't. It's a drug story. Never mind. It's not really appropriate for the show.
Okay, well, we'll leave it alone.
It wasn't like weird or anything. It was just the effects of what happened.
Oh,
It was
gotcha.
like watching an old Flickr show,
Oh,
and it was quite disorientating.
I don't know what a Flickr show is.
Well, back in the day when you could actually see the frames in the movie. It flicker. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Kind of a strobe effect, then, huh?
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. And no, you can't sleep on it.
You can't. No. Okay.
You can't sleep on it. No.
You can't just go to bed and wait till it's over.
No,
Okay.
because you just lay in bed thinking funny thoughts, and then you just got this permagrin on your face, and you're like, I'm just going to be up all night, and then the Flickr show starts again. It's like a continual loop for me. I'm like,
Wow.
it just keeps getting longer and longer, and then I go back to the beginning, and it gets longer and longer. I'm like, this sucks.
Well, it's what's not to love. I'm just saying. That sounds pretty amazing. No, I'm just kidding. But welcome everybody to the show. This is our first episode of the new decade.
Yes,
So,
it is.
2020. What is your premonition, Don? Is this going to be a great decade? What do you think?
I think I am for the decade. Wow, I think we're in for some real awakenings because in 1820 and 1920s there was a serious epidemic that killed a quarter of the population of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the 1920s, they were roaring times. However, what followed after that? The Great Depression. So here we are in 2020, and I'm hoping we can certainly equate it to 2020 vision and be able to see our way through.
That'd be nice, yeah.
As opposed to, getting wiped off the face of the planet. So we'll see, but... I'm looking forward to it being at least a great year, at least a great start to the decade.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
And because here we are at the portal, we're almost 3 years into the YouTube. We're almost a full year into the podcast, and it's just getting better. So.
Yeah, it is. It's been really incredible, and again, in our constant show of gratitude to all of you. We just want to continually say thank you for all that you guys have done for us here. The show has been listener driven since day one. We've never advertised anything. You guys have brought all these number of people to find us, and we've certainly had people help us out here and there. It's been amazing. And it's been a wonderful experience. But yeah, we're just getting started here. But we got more phone calls.
Wow.
And let's get to the next one. And this one is area code 480. You're on the air.
Hello?
How's that for a wake-up call?
Oh, wow. Hi, Jess.
Happy New Year. It's 2020.
It is.
And, yeah, I think it's going to be an enlightening decade.
I hope so. I really do. But you know, it's Don's birthday too, right?
Oh, she knows.
Oh, okay.
I know. I thought he was going to be the big 5-0 this year.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I still got 12 months to go.
Okay. Yeah, don't worry. I'll be ready.
I'm sure
I'll
you
be
will.
ready.
I have no doubt.
That's cool. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
he is
Yesterday, I was hanging out with my friend last night. Yeah, I didn't want her to be alone on Christmas Eve. New Year's Eve. Sorry, Christmas Eve. I can't believe that. But anyways, yeah, we had leftover pizza and stuff like that too. Yeah. So you weren't the only one that had pizza.
Mm.
Wow.
Well, I think a lot of people probably had leftover pizza this morning.
It's like the most...
I had we had breadsticks. You know, it was Little Caesars.
Right.
It was good stuff.
Well, there you go.
But anyways, I hope
palates.
you hope you're having an awesome birthday.
Yes,
it's
been great. Yep.
You ought to go check out a concert or something. Do something.
Oh, you know,
wild.
I think something wild for me would be like going to the movie theater. Yeah. No, seriously, that'd be like woo woo.
Wow,
raise the roof.
It's so big. I forgot how big it was.
Now I remember why I don't go, because they never turn off the air conditioners.
Yeah, $30 popcorn. Woo.
Yeah. There's a dollar store.
Wow.
There's a dollar store right next to
You know, back in the Depression era, how much did they pay? Like a nickel or something?
Yeah, but how long did they have to work to get that nickel?
Yeah, like a week. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, my grandpa would tell me stories about that stuff and all that.
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh, Duke said he's still eating leftover pizza.
He did, sure. He sure did.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. That pizza is for sure. It's good the day of or the days later.
Little Caesars is awesome. I love the breadsticks and all that. So I just wanted to give a shout out and Happy New Year's and yes. 2020 vision.
Yep.
Woo,
keep our eyes on the prize, and hopefully everybody is awakening or awoke finally.
Awoken, absolutely.
Spiritually.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's a trend of the future is that people are more spiritually aware and more aware of each other. That'd be good.
Yeah, and I also saw the Rose Bowl parade this morning. That was pretty good. The floats and all that were really cool.
Oh, good. That sounds like a wonderful day well spent. Got to enjoy those holidays. Just take it easy.
Yep.
But thank you for calling.
Oh, I did thoroughly enjoy the holidays, and happy birthday again, Mr.
You.
Longbeard,
yes,
and hopefully that strange love hand won't go wild.
Here's to hoping. All right, Jess, thanks for calling.
We'll talk to you later, Chick.
All right.
Peace
out. Bye.
All right, we got another call after this, and this is area code 714. You're on the air.
Hello.
Hello to you. Hello. Is this Brian?
Mr. Brett? Yep.
Hey, brother, how you doing? Welcome to the show, and Happy New Year to you.
You too. Happy birthday, Don.
Thank you, sir. I saw that you added Ragnar to my feed last night, eating that big old turkey breast he had. That was great. How you been, buddy?
Good.
Good. So what's on your mind tonight?
What's on my mind tonight? I just wanted to say that I love you guys.
Uh-huh.
Oh, goddamn. Car alarms.
Oh.
I don't know if you caught that.
I heard a little bit, yeah.
Don.
Yes.
Can you beard bang?
Have I what?
Can you beard bang?
Oh, is this appropriate? Is this getting ugly?
Don't
make it.
I don't think it is, but I don't exactly know what he's talking about.
Okay, yeah. Let's not make this.
However,
it
does have a
no.
it does have,
Instead of not having the hair, no, you beard bang. Just like you let it flow. You know,
it goes wherever it wants.
Nothing. It's nothing nasty.
No, yeah. I mean, I don't have the hair because when I was in high school, I had hair down to my butt. You know, I was 80, was 80, 84, 85 when I was in I was a sophomore, 84, 85, I guess. And I had that hair that, was just beautiful to just anyhow. But now, it's no, because my neck, I can't do it because my neck won't do it anymore.
Oh, so this is like headbanging,
yes.
but with beard. Okay, I got you. I was just real nervous there.
No. It was honestly, it's nothing nasty.
Yeah, no.
No, just like we're beard brothers, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I just entered the club.
You're still in
the
prospect.
I'm a page. I'm a pledge to the beard club.
We'll have to frosh you in.
And Brett.
Yes, sir.
Brett, it looks nice.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Thanks. It's just something like I said, I've worn it many times throughout my life, and I just thought, well, I haven't done that for a long time. Let's see how that works. So it's coming in okay.
It's looking good.
Well, thank you. Thank you all. I appreciate that. I truly do. But good to hear from you, brother. It's been a long time.
Yeah. I love you guys.
All right, buddy.
It's been a long time. I still love you.
Excellent.
Well, we love you too, man. It's great to hear from you, and I hope 2020 is looking amazing.
Yes.
I got one thing to say.
Oh, sure.
I love you guys, and shout out to Cha-Cha.
Oh, okay. All right. I haven't seen her in, so yeah. Well, maybe she's listening wherever she is, but
maybe she's still at the gym.
She's always at the gym. All right, guys. Well, thanks for calling, brother.
As Homer would say, the guy.
Homer would say what?
The guy.
Beguine? I don't know.
I don't watch The Simpsons.
I don't know. I really watched The Simpsons for like the first few seasons.
Damn, Brett.
I know. I'm not like a Homer aficionado. I can just make the voice.
He can always sound like him.
I can sound like it. I don't know what the hell he's thinking.
Donut.
Yeah. So, all right, brother. Great to hear from you, man.
Love you guys.
All right,
love you too. See you now.
Well, thank you all.
Well, we're not done yet. We got another call still.
Another one, huh?
Just popped up, and this is coming from area code 845.
Uh-oh.
You're on the air.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. These calls just don't stop, do they?
What's up?
Happy New Year, gentlemen. It's Carlton from the Pharmacy Seeds
Yes,
Network.
sir.
Hey,
How are
Carlton.
ya?
Welcome to the show, brother. Good to hear from you, and Happy New Year to you.
Thanks. Happy New Year to you guys. I just wanted to call in and wish you guys a Happy New Year. Throw a shout-out to all my peeps in the chat.
There you go.
And, I think we're going to have an excellent 2020.
Excellent.
Amen.
Get your poop together, guys. It's going to be a good one.
I hear you, brother. My poop is all gathered in a bag as we speak.
There you go. All in one place.
All in one place. All right, brother. It's great to
Anyway,
hear.
I don't have anything to ready. I just wanted to say Happy New Year, and I love you guys' show. Glad I stumbled across it, and glad to see it rolling forward into 2020. And, shout out especially to Cha-Cha, because she scolded me last time for not shouting out to her. So shout out to Cha-Cha, Bomber, Black Tree, Deborah, down the list, man. So many cool people in this chat.
Yeah, we have some awesome people. Yep.
Yeah, we have a great crowd. But, man, it's great to hear from you, and thanks for calling in.
Sounds good. Love you guys.
All right,
Carry
love you
on.
too. Take care, brother.
Carry on, bud. All right.
That was a great start to the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like this. Wish it was New Year more often.
Barry, I'm not going to sing that song. No, thank you.
Oh, yeah, what was going on?
I don't know. Something about singing the Lollipop song.
I don't even think I want to hear you sing the Lollipop song for what it's worth. I think I might have that stuck in my head for a long time.
I think it might be worth it then.
I'm pretty sure it's not. Pretty sure it's not. But yeah. Oh, thanks, Amber. Amber says, "Gross, Brent."
Yeah.
I had my poop in a bag. And he said, "Get your poop together." And the only thing I could think of was,
Oh man.
I don't know. I put the like Anubis's poop.
Oh god.
I don't know.
Need to know any
That's
of
where I
this.
was going with it, though. I got the poop in the bag.
You're talking about Anubis. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Oh my god.
All right. Well, we'll let that die a miserable death all by itself there. We'll leave it lay squirming in the past. And it's all about the past and the future, ladies and gentlemen. As we move into 2020,
That's correct.
this is all about creating our own futures. And we are doing so as well as we can here on the portal. But we do actually have some paranormal stuff to go through as well. So I don't know about you guys, but we could get into some of that. Or, we can continue to just chat. That's always okay, too.
This is a chat show.
It is. It's a community-driven show for sure, and it's never been the typical paranormal shows of, like, here, watch these 5 clips of, this or that, and those are cool. I like those shows a lot, but,
Right.
I think that those kind of shows require a hell of a lot more elbow grease than just turning on a mic and a camera and just starting to yap, which is what we do so well. At least I think we do it pretty well.
Julia says 720-923-0500. Call in for good poop. No paranormal musical. No, thank you.
Paranormal Portal, the musical.
It'd be like spam a lot.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'll be hitting Broadway anytime, I'm sure.
Yeah, Broadway probably be hitting us. What do you think? Yeah, that's off Broadway's production.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, don't come anywhere near.
Act 1. Dawn, what should we do? What should we do?
I think we should put on a show today.
Sounds like a hit to me. I don't know how you guys feel.
Hit with a 2x4. Shut him up.
Yeah. No kidding.
Hey, this is my good friend Louisville.
Tie that beard around his nose, will you?
Shut him up.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I got some paranormal stuff here.
Wow. Okay.
And this is coming from WCPO.com. And I don't even know what WCPO is. It looks like it's coming from Cincinnati, so it's a Cincinnati television channel. Paranormal experiences. These are your scariest real-life paranormal.
Cincinnati's in Ohio.
Oh, but that stands to reason then, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Everything weird's in Ohio. They've got every phenomena covered there. It's like UFOs, Bigfoot. They've got ghosts all over the place. It's just something's up with Ohio. But these are your scariest real-life paranormal experiences. So let's start with this. It says, stranger behind the camera. Now, this is going to be a visual as well. So I'm going to read it as well as show you the images. I wish it didn't have all this ad crap on the side. That stuff is just tacky as hell. But it's cool jewelry that's
You might
up
as
there.
well go ahead and zoom in a little bit too.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good idea. That could alleviate some of it. See, it's a good reason you're here, Don. Just helping me stay on top of it, as it were. Okay, so this is, let me just go ahead and put it on screen. I'm trying to expand it like longer, but what the hell's
Why
going
don't
on?
you just hit this?
Hit that. Well, there you go, making sense. There you go, making sense again, Don. Jesus.
Jeez, why are you here?
Don's like my IT guy. Here, click this.
Hit the square in the upper right-hand side.
All right, so this is the first one. It's called Stranger Behind the Camera. It says, my 3-year-old son was trying to take a picture of me, and he didn't realize the camera was backward. He took several photos within seconds of each other. I grabbed the camera back when he was done and started erasing the photos to make space. The first 2 images were just blurry duds. But when I got to the 3rd picture, there was a startling face behind his. Ooh. I've never seen this person in my life, and we were the only 2 home. wah, wah, wah. There you go. Look at that.
Hold on a sec. Yeah, because I think you might need to shift that to the. Yeah, shift that screen over. That's correct. Yes, that looks better. Yep, there we go.
All right, so there it is. There is the face.
Yeah, that's it looks like.
It looks like a female face.
Okay, so that's it. Okay, that's the kid's ear. Yeah, and then the female face behind him. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just look how creepy. I mean, it's not like this face is even looking at the camera. It's like looking at the back of his head.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Staring, like trying to use his eyes to stare in the
Now, the only thing that I wonder, and I don't know what you think of this, but what if he was actually standing in front of a TV set or something, and this was actually...
that wouldn't surprise me because, it looks like there's a reflection behind that face. So there does look like there's something reflected there.
I just wonder.
Because if you look in the top left corner there of the picture, it looks like a reflection. So I'm going to say that's quite possible.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It just looks like this person... Why would it just be staring at the back of this kid's head? I don't know, and I can't say that it's not legitimate. However, there is something weird going on with this line here that doesn't make sense. It's like a perfect rectangle, and I don't know if that's them, just omitting some information there.
Yeah.
Or if that's...
Good question, yeah.
I don't know, but that's the part that jumps out at me. I'm not sure.
Notice that.
What is this here? I don't know.
That looks like the reflection of the top of like a computer screen or something.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very strange. But yeah, I think it's peculiar. I mean, it could be legitimate. It sure could. But what if the kid was just standing in front of the TV and managed to grab that shot? Not really knowing what the hell he was doing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It is what it is.
Without the kid being able to say, "Well, I was standing here, or I was doing this," and even if he could, could he even remember how and when he took that picture? I mean, she said that he took like several shots, so it'd be like click, 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 click,
right.
Click,
I mean,
click, 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 click. So
So he could have been traveling all throughout the house.
Exactly.
And finally, got to this one, and she just figured it was right when he was by her, but it might not have been, So I don't know. It just seems to me it's really compelling, but it also is really suspect to me. So I'm not willing to get on board and go, oh, look at that ghost picture. Yeah. But I think it's possible. So
I agree.
That's the first one. If there's more visual stuff, I'll put it back on screen. It looks like there is, as a matter of fact. What the hell is this big bar along the bottom, though? How annoying is that? It just chops off half the damn screen.
No, that's an advertisement. So
there it is. Closed. Let me close that. That'll help a ton.
Let's see here. Do y'all ever think you'll want to get big enough so you can have a group meeting for a weekend in a paranormal spot?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. As a matter of fact,
the second weekend of July, we're going to have one. As a matter of fact, it's going to be over in Montana. If any of you can make that, that's wonderful. I know that it's going to be Don and myself, and of course the Duke. The Duke is hosting it. It's in Coloma. It's a ghost town over there, and you can find our first investigation there on our YouTube page. There's several videos. Yeah, we are, and you're welcome to come too, Julia.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you can get away for a weekend, we can all head over there and do it up right. But
any other New York resolutions? I don't think that's Ed Brown is planning to be there, so that's sit down with Ed Brown. Is that right, Duke? Yeah. I think that's what it was.
Yep. So Moog is planning on going, and I don't know who else is going to be there, but we'll find out as we get closer. But anybody that wants to make the journey, you're welcome to be there with us and be a part of it. And I think it's if you can, it's the second weekend in July in Montana. It's near Missoula. So there's going to be camping up there on site, and for sure that's an opportunity.
Is it all guys? Julia, I don't know. It just whoever shows up, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Duke is going to have probably several of his Bigfoot investigation friends, researchers and stuff there as well, and people from his network. So it's a great chance to not only do ghost hunting, but to do some live and real Bigfoot investigating in some incredible hot spots up there. So definitely consider it. I went last year with Dan Pruitt, and the videos are up on our YouTube page in the investigations playlist.
Right.
You can certainly watch them.
And Duke's show Saturday was Caveman telling his stories about being over there in Montana. He mentions you like 20 times. And I was just sitting there like jealous. I'm like,
it was awesome. It was really a great time.
So,
I wish you would have been there, and Lord knows you tried to be.
Who's Kakalaka?
Kakalaki? Oh, that's
Kakalaki, yeah.
Yeah, he's a researcher as well. He and Kat, I don't remember Kat's last name, but she's a researcher, and she and Kakalaki are married. So, yeah, they were wed. They're betrothed. They met each other through investigating. So.
As a matter of fact, Duke says second part is this Saturday. So part 2 of that story from Caveman is this coming Saturday.
Yeah, Caveman was a great guy, and I hope he can make it as well, because he was he's a Navajo and from the south.
Fly. Apparently he does not like to fly.
I don't, Kathy, I probably did. But if you're wondering about a story, I usually read stories from listeners on Friday or Saturday nights when we're attached to the network, if that's what you're referring to. But yeah, I'm sure I did get your email. I get a lot of them, and I read through every one of them. So I mean, it's there. But you'll have to forgive me if I don't remember exactly what yours was. But yeah, for sure. Squatch Lady, how you doing? Good to see you in here. That's wonderful. Wonderful to see you. And wonderful to see all of you, of course. But yeah, that'll be this July.
Yep.
And it's that and many more, hopefully, we can coordinate and put together in this coming year. That's definitely, that's part of the bucket list planning that we have to do. And that's where if you guys are able to buy gear or to support the show in any way, it goes a long way into making those things happen.
Yep.
So, I don't want to ever panhandle, but I mean, it is, there's financial boundaries to everything.
Alms for the poor. Alms for the poor.
Arms for the portal. The portal, Don. You forgot the last...
The last syllable. RTAL.
Portal.
Portal.
That's right. Arms for the portal. Yeah, so...
Wow.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's...
Kathy says it was a follow-up to her encounter.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is that one I have to go back and cut out?
I don't know. I'll look just for this... Just give me a second while I look. Kathy here, yeah. Yeah, there's a huge email. Okay, so Kathy, yeah, I got your original email here, and it's the subject is one of many true stories, and it's amazing. I remember.
Did you read it already, or have you?
I always read them
right
prior, but I'm just looking for any addendum that she had sent. I don't see any addendum that you might have sent to that, but I do have the original, one of many true stories. So if there's another one, it doesn't look like it's in my inbox, unless I didn't scroll down far enough. No, it's just a standalone. But yeah, I will love reading this on the show on Friday night, if that's okay. If you want me to read it tonight, just let me know. I certainly can, because I love reading your guys' stories. I just love to do it on the Friday, Saturday shows when we're attached to the TFR Live network, and we're attached to TuneIn and TalkStream Live and iHeartRadio.
When we've got all of them live
right
at the same time.
Yeah, it's just so cool to receive your guys' stories, and I want to give them the most exposure we can. And these YouTube shows are great, and we get quite a bit of traffic, but on those nights we get a lot more. So if that's okay. Okay, you're going to resend it? Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know why it's not here, but I will look forward to receiving it. Absolutely. Okay, so back to where the hell was I? I don't even know. Yeah, that's that, but I got to get back. Oh, here we go. Yeah. I just got to get my megalopolis.
He's got to get his tabathon going.
Yeah, my tabathon.
Trim down. Down.
Our big plan for this year, ladies and gentlemen, is to do on-site investigations. We want to do paranormal investigating, ghost investigating, as many places as we can. Our ability to travel abroad, and I'm meaning within the United States, of course. I don't mean getting on a plane and going across seas, because that definitely isn't an option for us yet. But even to get around the United States right now is kind of tough. Not that it couldn't happen, but it would take a hell of a lot of logistics and planning and
Could
resources.
you imagine a portal bus?
I could.
Paranormal
Unfortunately,
portal
I can totally imagine it. But the problem is right now it's just imagining.
It's just imagine.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to have a command center that we could drive around.
Yes.
Kind of like, the old tap shows. Yeah.
Yeah, with the tip out. And
Yeah, exactly.
you can sit in there and play hand and foot and cribbage. Talk about. And
What the hell's hand and foot?
it's like
That sounds.
it's
kind of
like
mature.
it's like canasta.
I don't know. Oh, canasta. I know is a
Yes.
game. Okay.
Yes, it's
I
a
don't
game.
play card games, so I don't know.
I do.
I understand.
Then my latest card game is Unstable Unicorns.
That sounds absolutely lovely. Sounds like it fits in with the portal. You better bring that along on our investigations. So I got another story here. It says, that's weird. What's the bonfire thing? That must be the next one. Oh, Christ, that's creepy as hell. I'm just looking at this in my own moment here, but it says submitted by Mike.
You got a screen on it?
No, not yet, because I don't want to put it on screen until I know I got the right story. I ran a nonprofit coffee shop called Choices Cafe on the corner of 15th and Elm Streets. It had a huge sub-basement with a lot of old remnants and bottles. It was totally haunted. Many high school students engaged in service learning activities there. And one night we were outside the shop around a fire. Oh, it's going on screen right now. Around a fire, and I took a picture of a young man, and what came out absolutely shocked us. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, is that not creepy as hell?
That is like photobombing. It's like something's photobombing him.
But look at it. It's just...
It's there.
It's wrong. And it's looking right at the camera, right? So it's like going, hey, better recognize. It's giving all kinds of soul attitude there.
Ooh, a 30-foot taco. I don't know about 30 foot, but I'll take a couple tacos.
So yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. Yeah, it's
That's
like a.
Now this one I believe. I don't know. I mean, obviously I wasn't there. Now here's the thing. There's a lack of lens or light from the fire. Now the guy is
Right.
he's blocking, but the fire's over here. The fire's off to the side more.
You would think,
and it would illuminate. Yeah, it should illuminate at least part of this, and that's what really leads me to believe that this is legitimate, because the lighting from the scene isn't necessarily affecting this capture.
It's like it's absorbing the light. It's
right.
not reflecting it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yep. It's not reflecting the light in the traditional sense.
But what is that? What is that thing behind it? Like a tree? It's got kind of like right behind his shoulder there. Yeah. So what is that? Because that looks like.
It's they have a shop called Choices Cafe at the corner of 15 and Elm. Huge sub-basement.
Must be like
a sub-basement with a lot of remnants and bottles. Totally haunted. Many high school students engaged in service learning activities there.
Right.
One night we were outside the shop around a fire, and I took a picture of a young man, and what came out shocked us.
Because, when you're looking at, like, Photoshops, you're looking at shoots, you're looking for weird angles and weird, curves and things like that.
Right.
And that just kind of strikes me as a weird curve. Now, it could, I suppose, be like the corner of a shop or something, and it's got maybe a build onto it or like a lean-to off of it for like your hose and your garden hose and your garden accoutrement. So that might be part of it. So yeah, okay, but
it is a good capture. I think
it's great.
It's very compelling. I think that this may very well be the real deal, and it's wild. It's wild. I don't know. He's very, very dark, all black. You can even see like a hand down here. Now, is it possible it's actually a person? Yeah. But how are they not catching any of that light?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Yeah.
There's a faint glow on the side of the face, just a faint glow. But it looks like it should be illuminated much like he is, at least because he's standing like profiled. On the upper half of his body is stand profiled. So it would have... There should be light passing to this whatever's behind him.
To whatever it is, yeah.
Right. So I think that is really
amazing. Because you can
amazing.
see the shadow of his leg, his what is that, his right leg there. He's left-handed, unless, of course, the picture's flipped. But in this picture, he's left-handed. His right leg is He's got, he's got his ankles apart, and of course, he's got a good stance there. But you can see the shadow of his ankle, and nothing is hitting this in the back underneath either.
Right.
So yeah, there's
you
a
can
lot
see
of
the shadow here, and that shows what should be blocking, but everything over here shouldn't be, which should have cast this figure in some kind of light.
Right.
But like you said, it's like it's absorbing the light more than reflecting it. So it's very cool. Very cool. Here's one. It's submitted by Stephanie Ader in Fayette County, Ohio. I was in my kitchen with one of my kids while she was eating, and I took a picture of her and posted it on Facebook. That's when people started asking me, who's the man in the background? Her and I were the only two home. I looked at the picture again, and you can see an older man looking around the corner of the pantry. Our house was built in 1877.
Ooh.
Well, what the hell are we looking at? Oh, what? Oh,
okay.
there it is.
Looks like Abe Lincoln's ghost.
Right, you can see he's got a goatee much like my own.
Yes.
It could be a full beard, but
No.
look at that nose, though. I mean, it's a pretty well-defined nose. That is very creepy.
Yeah.
That's the weird part. And there's another. Do you see anything? Here's a closer look.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it's exactly what I noticed. I didn't need the big red.
No, the curious part is why didn't they show the whole picture, though? They should have not just shown these clips because, it's hard to really tell what's going on back here. It looks like a washing machine or something.
They only did the zoom, yeah.
Yeah, they only gave us the zooms, but still, looks like a good capture. Pretty interesting nonetheless, and I don't understand why they do that. Why do they peek around the corners like that in a really creepy way? Why not just stand there and go, hey?
Because that's their job.
I know, but it's like, why? Don't be creepy about it. Just if you're there, just be there. I'm not going to play this because I don't want to do any copyright stuff, but bone-chilling childhood experience in his Mount Washington home. Listen to his voicemail. I suppose we could play it, couldn't we? It's a voicemail after all.
What? Cinderman. Story of Cinderman.
Check out Kevin Necessari's comic-style interpretation below. What do you think? Do we roll the dice on this?
Sure, yeah.
All right, we're going to play it, ladies and gentlemen. This here is a sound clip from WCPO in Ohio. It's Cincinnati, Ohio. And this is...
I think WCPO is a news station or...
Yeah, it's a television station. Yeah. Yep. So here we go. I guess we're going to go for it because we can play news clips, and that's not a problem because they're news, and this is part of their news. So let's play it and see what happens.
Hi, my name is Daniel Ennis. I currently live in Mount Washington. My story is that when I was 6 years old, I lived on a street called Arbor Place, and in the basement, I was riding my big wheel bike around, and this entity that looked like a charred skeleton lunged out at me and vanished. Now, years later, I had just written this off as, just my imagination, but that stepbrother, we were both adults, told me, and I'd never described this thing to him, it was one of the few times he was at the house, he actually saw this thing in the basement.
Wow.
He actually saw this thing, and he called it the Cinder Man. So this thing has actually had multiple witnesses. Thank you.
There you go. The Cinder Man. A charred skeleton leaping out at you. Well, that's got to be enough to make you scrape your underwear.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not good. That's not even nice.
No.
It's like, why? To a little kid, of all things. I mean, if, for instance, these creatures, these beings were once people, you'd think they would have the common decency. It's like, well, I'm good with startling the adults, but I'm not going to terrorize a child.
Right.
But Cinderman doesn't give a damn.
Cinderman don't give a damn.
He ain't suffering no fools.
Cousin to Honey Badger.
Yeah. When I was 6 years old, I lived in a street called Arbor Place.
Oh, this is the comic rendition of it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. There's the Cinderman reflection in his eyes and a bunch of pictures that didn't load. That's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Okay, so this one is, I used to live in an apartment in Milford that was so haunted I had to move out. Candles were tossed around. Half-body apparitions would float in the hallway. Different colored orbs would float around my room. There was even scratches on my wife's throat.
Whoa.
Oh, jeez. The list goes on. It was evil for sure, and I have plenty of pictures to back up my stories. The one picture below is of a half-body apparition from the waist up to the neck that would walk around in my hallway at night. Is this it?
I'm not convinced.
I mean, it is an anomaly. I don't see any lens flare that would be creating this. I don't know.
Could it be a reflection on the lens itself?
I don't know. If it's a dirty lens, even it could create anomalies. I don't know.
I'm going to say that's probably an old, like a 70s picture,
It's definitely a first generation kind of digital. So it's probably like a 1 megapixel at best, which is...
Yeah, I'm not convinced on that.
That's crazy.
Hey, shout out to Sean. Sean's here.
Sean's here.
Sean's here.
Welcome, Sean. Good to see you. Happy New Year to you.
Absolutely. Happy New Year's.
All right, here's the next one. Weird things happen in my house. Unexplained noises, doors and cabinets opening. I set up a motion detection camera in my basement. I caught what looks like an old man walking in front of my computer. You can see through him, and there's something behind the chair also. Not sure what it is. Well, that's pretty damn good, really. That's, So it's from 2010, January 1st. Like literally 10 years ago.
Literally 10 years ago.
Yeah, to the date, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that happened around midnight because it was midnight 33:36.
Yeah, well, if the clock was set right, yeah.
Yeah, if it was, yeah.
Wow, that's a pretty good capture. I got to admit, that's pretty solid.
It looks like Slimer.
Chewing on some sausage.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
yeah,
that's
Tracy, I think, for a second there, I thought it looked like E.T. as well. So. Oh, gosh.
Sorry. All right, so let's see what's next. This is submitted by Greg Pollitt of Wilthamshire. Look at how I invented a whole word.
You did. Yeah.
Somehow I put Shire on the end of that.
Settle down, Hobbit.
Hey, let's go get Gandalf and head to the mount. Oh, my God. Wilthamsville, I assume is how you pronounce that. Ohio. I told you guys, I always brutalize the language. Sometimes I just make up names of places.
It fits his vocabulary. It fits a little better.
Oh, God. Where's Frodo? All right. I am the co-founder of a paranormal investigation team called Paranormal Nights. Good plug. Good self-plug on the news site.
That's good.
Way to roll. On one of our investigations in late 2012, we visited a client's home to investigate claims of the paranormal. The client said they witnessed the shadow people, objects in the home moving, and doors being slammed and locked. After we completed our interviews and began investigating, the home came alive with objects moving.
Wow.
We saw shadows crawling across the floor and ceiling. That's creepy. We had things happen and evidence to believe this was something of malice and possibly a demonic haunt. Yeah, it's a paranormal team that thinks they've got a demon, of course. That sounds sensational. Not that I'm throwing any aspersions at them. I don't know what they were dealing with. But again, the word demonic gets used so freely. This is an image of something manifesting in front of our client, and we drew an outline around the area. We also warmed the image for clarity.
Oh, great. Another red circle.
Yep. Well, it's a good thing we got red circles, ladies and gentlemen, because
this one's even animated.
Yeah, well, yeah, they did a GIF or a GIF or whatever the hell it is. Huh. Well, it's interesting. It could very well be. I don't know. It's really grainy though. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But it's very well could be. I can't discount it. Out of hand. Oh, looks like an orb kind of thing. This picture is this is submitted by Laura Hagerdorn, Fort Thomas, Kentucky. This picture was taken during a 4th of July parade. We're standing under a tent, so there wasn't anything on my camera. Well, that's a swirly one. That could be a hair, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be a very well be a hair close to the lens. So in photography, ladies and gentlemen, for instance, if you're ever shooting through a fence, like a chain link fence, what you're supposed to do is put the camera lens right against the fence, and when you take the photo, the chain link fence itself will be washed out completely. It'll be just about absolutely transparent. So that's one way to shoot pictures. If you have a fence in your way, you just put the lens right up to it. Now, if this hair was anywhere near the lens, within inches of the lens, it would create this kind of ghosting effect. But it could be a thread. It could be a piece of like a string.
Right.
It could be a hair. This kind of stuff, while it looks really impressive, is probably, or most probably, just something really close to the lens. And they may not have known it was stuck to their hand, or which is holding the camera. It might have been on their fingers and about 4 or 5 inches away from the lens, and boom, you get that kind of anomaly. Could it be spiritual? Well, yeah, it could. I don't know that it is, though.
So does it look like there's rain on the ground?
Well, yeah. The whole
Why
ground.
is that guy wearing sandals?
That would be me. That would totally be me.
Actually, it'd be me too.
That's my soul brother right there. He's not playing around with no shoes. He's not sporting no shoes. He's getting them down to the flip-flops, baby.
I'd be in flip-flops too.
Me too, man. I don't have any time for shoes if I don't got to wear them. I'd be barefoot or at least just flip-flops. They've come to take me away.
Oh, my God.
Submitted by Richard Cathcart in Milford, Ohio. I was taking care of an elderly patient as part of my job when one day she said to me, "Get these 2 men out of my room," she said.
Wow.
"They've come to take me away." She was acting really confused, which wasn't normal for her. And other than that, she seemed okay, and I went home shortly after. Mm-hmm. And I learned the next day that she died about 20 minutes after I left.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's terrible. Huh, another cartoon. Yeah, it's nice that they cartoon them up. This one's submitted by Holly Carmen, Park Hills, Kentucky.
So they went from Ohio to Kentucky.
Must be close. I don't know. Must be in the same broadcast range, but who knows?
Oh, that's a good possibility. Yeah.
Yeah, a friendly orb. This photo was taken months after my husband passed away. We'd taken a bunch of pictures from the same spot, doing different poses, but this is the only one that had an orb. Friends of mine have zoomed in enough to where you can see a face. Yeah. It's a pretty pronounced anomaly, whatever it is. It's not the usual orb that I was expecting to see. That's more of a
this is
pill-shaped, yeah.
Well, and it's rather lit too. I mean,
yeah, it's luminescent, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's not that traditional lens flare that I would expect to see. This is definitely different. So they very well may have captured something. I'm not sure what's she doing there.
Well,
what is she doing and what is she doing? What's going on? There's a party in my pants.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. It's just a weird, what's going on there?
Oh, just a bunch of silly poses.
Yeah, I guess so.
Chris Jarvis says, "Oh, my God, I live 30, 40 minutes from all of the stories you're reading, Brent. All Cincinnati viewing area."
Oh, funny. Well, I'm glad we're bringing it home to you.
There's a phone call.
Oh, is there?
There's
two phone calls. Let's get to them. The first one is area code 928. You're on the air.
Hey, Brent. Hey, Don. It's Mogian. How you guys doing
how
tonight?
You doing, bud?
Hey, Mo. Good. Doing good, brother. What's going on?
I just wanted to say Happy New Year, and also wish Don a happy, what'd you say, 49?
Yeah, 49. Yep.
Again?
Actually, was it? I think it was 2 years ago. It was No, it was last year.
Yeah.
It was last year. I said, "Oh yeah, my birthday, I'm 49," and then I had to ask my brother, and my brother said, "No, you're only 48, bro." So I was like, I missed a whole life of my years somewhere between 45 and 48. I missed the whole year.
I did that once too. I skipped a year somehow. Well, right on, man. Well, have a good birthday. And I just wanted to say thank you to you guys for what you guys are doing.
Absolutely.
You're doing an amazing job. And thank you for bringing me on, and allowing me to be part of this.
Oh,
and
sure.
I know, Cha-Cha appreciates it too. There she is. She just popped in the chat.
She just popped in. The first person she talks to is Bomber.
Oh, man. So anyway,
all right.
Happy New Year and happy birthday, and we'll talk soon.
Absolutely.
All right, brother. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Appreciate you calling in.
All right. All right.
See you
Good night.
And next on the list is our good friend, Mr. Sean.
Sean, how are you?
How you doing, Sean?
I'm doing great. Hey, happy birthday, Don.
Oh, thank
Doesn't
you.
make a difference the years, man. It's as Indiana Jones says, it's the mileage.
That's right. That's right.
As long as the odometer's not high and the tires have tread, everything's cool.
Right on.
I was just calling to say hi and see how y'all doing. Happy New Year. I'm sorry I missed your show yesterday, but yeah, to thank you all for last year being really a pivotal one. I now, because of this show, I've able to reach out to a lot of people from Australia all the way to Germany.
Wow.
I've been helping people, and it's been amazing.
Oh.
And since your show is about these pictures that people take that might or might not indicate a lot, I wanted to give my 2 cents worth, because in the recent, say, 4 months, I've actually had people snapping pictures randomly, rapidly, and even with new cameras, and getting these things, and then I go to take a peek, and there's nothing there. A lot of these things are a combination of pareidolia, something on the camera, or when I actually bilocate there, it's a series of cross reflections, and then the camera gets caught in the middle,
right?
Or things that they think are something, and because we're going to go back to I don't feel like whipping the dead horse, but going back to the media, the way it is nowadays makes everybody afraid of it's the devil, mama. And
Yeah.
it's usually not. And a good percentage of what I do now is just letting people know, no, it's not what you think it is. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. Or I took care of a small thing. Literally, I feel like I've been going in and killing a couple of rats, and they're worried about a monster in the corner, and there isn't one.
Right.
And it happens a lot because these pictures these things feed into it, because there's so many ways to accidentally catch something that's not there.
Right.
It's hard to know when you actually do, and the quality of the picture is absolutely paramount.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't have someone who looks at it and can sense it like I do, or like Joel would, if it was a solid picture and he can lay a hand on it,
Right.
it's really hard. It can be very confusing. And once again, the current way that people address ghosts isn't very helpful in that regard.
Right.
Everything's the devil, or everything's a ghost, or everything's out to get you.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that so many people are. I mean, it's sensational, and it sounds really incredible to say I've dealt with demons and stuff, because it's like street cred, is what I think.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate, because I think 99% of it is just misunderstanding.
Right.
Yeah, a good 60% of what I'm doing now is just putting out the fires of, no, it's okay. There's nothing there.
Right.
And or no, it's not as bad as you think. Or in some cases, there are people who are frightened to death, and it's just spirits coming to make sure that this person's okay.
Yeah.
Literally, that's all they're doing is they like the smell of their fabric softener, and they're walking by and they see the person who's on a meltdown because they've had several crises that they thought were deadly, and it's just like a passerby hearing someone screaming.
Yeah.
But ghosts and certain spirits don't have a limitation where they just, no, that's not going to stop me. I'll just go in and take a look. And it's not always a bad thing.
Right.
I think that's what I usually call in most about. It's like, it's not as bad as you think. It's really not as bad as you think.
Right.
And I think that's important.
Maybe I'm the anti-sensationalist on your show. If so, I'm sorry.
No, it's great. I think it's wonderful, because I don't think people should be afraid of the paranormal. I don't think that's productive. If it just generates fear and uncertainty, then it's a negative. So I always hope to lead people to understanding, at least as much as I can, that I think that a lot of the times these are incredibly profound and beautiful events. It's just that we of course get startled when a cereal bowl moves, but it doesn't mean that it's something evil and horrible doing it. It's just a demonstration. It's a clue. It's a breadcrumb.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and in some cases, when I'm finished with what I've done, I've actually left a place unable for negative things to come in. And then they'll say, well, I saw something climb up on my son's bed. And then I will go in there and I will see an echo of something that says, should I tell them they're about to inherit an animal that's going to be attached to the child and loving them?
Oh.
And that's a good thing, but then I'm robbing them of the surprise, right? And but wonderful things like that. There's usually these wonderful things that leave harbingers that come into your home when your home is clean and productive, and the energy there is all yours. And then, of course, there's also the horrible things that come because children are afraid in the night and they smell it like it's candy, and they're drawn to it, like that Cinder Man thing.
Yeah.
The story reminded me of my childhood. Had it not been for Barbara, that probably would have set me off. I would have had a PTSD moment and had to not call in for the evening. So I want to give a shout out to Barbara because she's absolutely incredible.
Yeah,
and over the past 6 months, she's made a humongous difference in me.
Oh, good.
And
that's really encouraging.
I don't know how else to say it other than I am probably more of the person I was meant to be without this trauma, and I can finally feel it.
Good.
And it feels amazing.
Well, good for you, brother, and I'm glad.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, that's wonderful. It's your story. It's your time. But, I mean, she's been a real blessing to all of us, and she's reached out and helped a number of people and has done some incredible things. And I have to admit, when she first approached me about this, I was just like, oh, well, we'll put it out there and see what happens. But I didn't know. I mean, how do you know if something is going to be a real positive and strong assistance for somebody in a bad place? And sure enough, the feedback that I've gotten from people that have experienced her help has just been amazing, much like the feedback I get from people experiencing your help. People are just thrilled. They feel like they've been freed of something heavy that they've been carrying for a long time. So I'm just glad that it was able to benefit you as well.
Yeah, and some of the things that when you're being helped by Barbara also is when your brain is so filled with the pain and the terror of the moment that there are details that are still locked in your head that you don't even realize are there. And when the blockages come away, it's almost like somebody has removed this explosive light in front of your eyes, and then all of a sudden things that you missed are there. Like when I was in England and walked on the area where the beheadings generally had occurred in front of the Tower of London, and I didn't know until I stepped in them and then started seeing all these beheadings. I had no idea that I was actually seeing some that were historical, as horrible as that sounds. But on top of all that, there was two spirits that actually carried me away. And I didn't know that they'd carried me away until afterwards. I remember an old woman and an old man talking to me and saying something soothing, and memory of looking through a cloud. There wasn't any rain at that time. There wasn't any sunlight at the time either, but there wasn't any rain falling. And I remember looking down on a cloud for a few seconds, and then my hands wrapping around the rail next to the Thames. I also couldn't tell you of any. I hadn't taken any steps, and yet from where the beheadings occurred to the rail is well over 100 yards.
Wow, that's awesome.
So that's a lot to lose. And I could remember feeling a cloud in my face, the moisture, and their arms being very gentle, and their voices, and then the railing. I don't know what else it meant, but it was profound to have that good memory that was behind the horror suddenly unlocked, and it's like, oh, it wasn't that bad. There was something wonderful behind it all.
Right. Well, that's really, really powerful. That's really healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if there's people out there who need this kind of help, I can't more highly recommend Barbara than this, because when occasions have happened where I've felt raw and normally would have crumbled in on myself after events where I've helped people, I don't like to talk about that because then they're hesitant to ask me for help. But there's moments where I crumble because the things I see are really horrifying. And because of her, I have yet to basically fall to one knee like I would normally do, and it just doesn't affect me as it used to.
Good. Well, that's amazing.
I just don't know how else to say other than I feel more the me I should have been, and it's really a gift.
Absolutely, it is, and I'm glad that she's been able to help you, and thank you for all the help that you've given to listeners of the show, and to many, many more, of course. But it's been wonderful to be able to help people not only talk about the phenomena, but to help people who are suffering from it.
Well, you all are welcome, and everybody's welcome to any help I can give, any advice I can give at any time. I wait for the call to go up and come running if somebody needs help.
Sure. Yeah. No, I know you do. And, as they come up for us, I'll be sure to continue to throw them your way. I appreciate it. And it's just been really fantastic having your involvement in the show, Sean.
Thanks. And love the beard, man. It definitely suits you. You look sagacious as heck.
I appreciate that. Thank you. It gives me more of a chin line, which is good. I didn't have one before, so
it helps with the definition of the face. Yes, absolutely. It's hiding my chin though.
It's awesome. When it comes in completely, you will definitely look sage and wise, very Obi-Wan.
Oh wow!
Oh, there you go. Wow. There you go. Awesome. I like where you're going with this. And hopefully the wisdom will come too.
Well, you all have a great night. A happy New Year to everybody. If you need my help, feel free to call, okay?
Let people know how to get in touch with you, brother.
Yeah.
Since you're on the show.
Oh, okay. I didn't want it to make it a plug, but on Facebook, it's Ian's with no apostrophe. I'm sorry, no, we changed it. I'm sorry. Okay. It's now Magic, MAGICK, Oak Paranormal Elimination. You should be able to find me. Joel and I are still running the site. We answer within an hour usually, because Joel usually is working at night as a nurse, and so he'll contact you back between midnight and dawn. And between dawn and midnight, I've got the other shift. So we'll be able to you'll be able to contact us, or go through Ian's Magic with a K, ICK, Oak at gmail.com, and I can answer you more directly. It's absolutely free. I don't charge anybody anything. We do take donations if you choose to give them, but they're not mandatory, because let's face it, I'm not Patty Negri or Wendy Binks or what's her name, Sylvia Brown, the big fake that charges $500 for 30 minutes to tell you stuff and pray that they get it 50-50 correct. I'm not a big fan of Sylvia Brown. She got caught 6 times lying to people because she had no skills. It's like, oh, your child is dead, and then they turn up alive. I'm definitely here to help everybody I can, and it costs you nothing. And I keep everything confidential, and I really look to help you for the simple fact that I don't want anybody to suffer as I did, and I don't want anybody to be afraid of the dark. There shouldn't be any reason for it.
Right.
There are people like myself who were put here in order to turn darkness back into light and to take away the reasons why children squirm under their covers and can't look at the shadows in the corner.
Mm-hmm. Well, good. Thank you, brother. And don't ever worry about plugging your stuff on this show. It's an absolute, you're always welcome to promote what you're doing, because you're helping people, and why would I not want you to share that?
Exactly.
So.
Right. Well, I just don't like to be it feels to me like all I'm doing is just shining my own statue when I do that, and I really don't like doing that. I don't have any kind of an ego when it comes to this. The point of me doing it is to help people. Yeah. But sometimes it feels like if I do it too much, or if I do it in such a way that it's like trying to self-glorify, and I don't like that.
Right, sure.
I've never liked anybody who does that for the money or for the glory or for the renown. Yeah. The point is doing it because we're here to help, because it's removing even a drop of suffering from the world, and pain, right, and darkness. Makes everybody happier. It makes the world brighter, and it's not for my benefit. I'm doing it because there was nobody there when I needed them. Yeah. So I'm going to be there because if you need me, I'm ready.
Good. Yep. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate it, and please call in whenever you want. We're always happy to hear from you.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot. And once again, Happy New Year, everybody. And remember, we got another New Year coming up. It's the Year of the Rat on January 25th. I love Chinese New Years.
I love their food.
I do too.
Yeah. And I love the fireworks and the dancing and the tradition. It's wonderful. We get to celebrate twice a year.
Nice. Very nice. Well, you guys have a good time in your next celebration as well. But give our love to the family.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will. Thank you very much. And thank you all again. Good night.
All right. Good night.
Night, Sean. Nice to hear from him.
Yeah, it's great to hear from him. Yeah. He is like the fastest hanger upper though ever. I usually click and just mute the call as the person hangs up. But man, once he's done, pow, it's hung up. He's got like a black belt and hanging up. he's like you got that kung fu wind noise like.
Hey, did you notice that we didn't turn on the thing behind us, the screen?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's still.
Yeah. It's
on. It's not doing its
It's
thing.
on. What are you talking about?
It's not doing its. It's not doing the.
But it's on.
But it's on.
It's not off.
It's wrong size.
It's not the right thing. Well, let's turn it on. Let's turn it on.
Yes, the Paranormal Investigators Journal.
Yes.
Paranormal Investigators Journal.
I'm gonna go to Beard Vision on this. Go ahead.
And so it's put together by Mr. Brent and another associate of his. It is available in Amazon. Let's see. Blacktree put the
link up.
Put the link in there. That's what reminded me of it. So yeah, it's got all kinds of different bullet points and things and areas to record your investigations.
Yes,
what
indeed.
Is it? 24 investigations.
Yeah, each journal should allow you to record 24 investigations.
I really like the Paranormal Portal case name.
Yeah,
I never noticed that. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, it's just our again, as people, there's a real trend for people getting involved in paranormal investigating, but in order to do it properly, you really got to, the biggest thing, even, Dan, Lisa, MCAT, they've all talked about the importance of writing
logging
information,
logging
recording information, log everything. Yeah. Dan said that when he first started, the first tools that he was told to get was
pen and a paper.
Yeah, pen and paper, because you got to write down everything. So this is just our attempt at streamlining at least the data gathering part so that you have a format for cohesively and intelligently recording information
coherently
for each investigation. So hopefully people will like it. I think it's a grand idea, and we've sold a few.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm glad that some people agree with that. That's a good idea. But they're available on Amazon.com, and check out the link in the description or in the chat as it pops up.
And don't forget about Teespring.
Julia's on that too.
I know, yeah.
Boom.
Missy, hi Missy. Thank you, Missy. How the heck are you, Missy? Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in like forever.
Where you been?
Where you been, lady? Nice to have you in here. So teespring.com/stores/paranormal-portal. Don't forget the discount promo code Portal, all capital letters, 2020, all one word, Portal 2020, all caps. And that'll get you 15% off your new year for the new year.
I need those, Barry.
What is Barry?
Barry says Paranormal Portal moccasins.
Moccasins, yeah.
I would die to have a real pair of moccasins.
That'd be awesome.
Buckskin, so soft. Oh my God! If I had to wear shoes, that would be the shoes that I would wear, without any complaint. I would be happy to wear them.
The Portal Whispers by Don Longbeard ASMR. You're not really seeing this. It's okay. It's just pareidolia.
Yeah.
Go back to sleep. There's nothing in the corner.
Okay, you're going to make me go to sleep here.
Well, that's the point.
Don't put me to sleep, Don. Don't make me sleep.
Oh,
I have to be awake for this. Kind of suck if the host fell asleep.
Yes.
All right, so we are going through a whole list.
Oh, we got more pictures, don't we?
We do. Party in my pants.
Oh, no. That's a paranormal party if I ever heard of one.
That's what it looks like, though. It's like, what the hell are you guys looking at? What's going on down there?
Oh, goodness.
Does my butt look big?
Does this big orb make my butt look big?
Yeah, exactly.
If you got to ask, you're wearing the wrong orbs.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so this one's called Stranger Peeking In, submitted by Kara Seiler, Amelia, Ohio. Growing up, my dad's house held many spooky, unexplainable nights. We would hear loud, heavy footsteps running up the stairs when we were home alone. God, that's got to be a horrible thing. That would just piss me off, because it can't. The only purpose for that is just to
scare you.
Yeah, to really freak people out. It's like, oh, you bastards. Yeah, just like that. Come in. No. It also sounded like a person or thing was dragging a rake up the walls as it sprinted up the stairs. But there was one room in the house where sometimes, in photographs, it looked like a man was watching us from the windows. The photos below were taken in the same room and 6 months apart. Each shows a different window in the room. Oh, there's... there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's horrible.
That doesn't look like like clown number 5 from Slipknot or anything.
Yeah. I can't really make out this one as well, but I guess there's the
that's
the blown up ones. Yeah.
That's Ghostface Killer right there.
This is like Mad Face and Sad Face. It's like the masks for what is it? The 2 masks.
The theatrical masks.
Yeah, drama or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, that's creepy. Without having a full shot of the room or anything, it's anybody's guess if this could be caused by something in the room just catching the right light. But it does look like a face.
Jason Voorhees. Nah.
This one is really the creepiest though. This one's...
You think so?
I do. I think this one bothers me more because this looks like it could be some reflection cast from the room, the window reflecting something in the room that might be lit up. But this doesn't. This looks like a floating head. And even over here faintly. Does that not look like a faint woman's face?
Yeah, you got a point
with
there.
Eyes closed.
It actually looks like Patrick with glasses on.
Ding. You are right, Don.
I've been getting so many. My phone's been just going nuts.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you get a birthday.
I had to turn it off last night so I could sleep. I was
nice.
God, thank you all, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah, that looks like more than one face to me, dude. That's just creepy. I don't. This one to me is the most unnerving. This one I think is probably or possibly explainable, at least potentially. But this one,
what? The guy with a flour sack over his head.
Well, this?
Yeah, that's creepy.
Well, it is, but could this be a spout and this be like is it a kettle or something? Like could this be a spout? Could this be the top of the lid of a kettle or something? You don't know what's in the room, right? I mean, I might be, but could there be a lamp over here in the room and it's
that's catching, a good question.
So
would that one on the left be lit and the one on the right not be lit?
Well,
like the reflection,
right, exactly.
Could be, but I think they're both creepy.
They are, and they're different windows in the room. So according to the people, it's just really they're both pretty interesting. So this one's submitted by Ed Singler. Or Singler, I don't know how you pronounce that, Bridgeton, Ohio. My paranormal experience happened while I was standing at the top of my steps, taking a photo of a framed picture I was selling online. You can see my legs and the steps in the reflection of the frame, and then if you look closely, you can see the outline of a person's head as if they were standing in the stairwell. I was the only person home when I took this picture, and I remember feeling a cold chill on the back of my neck. I'm glad I didn't turn around. And there's the suspicious head. There's the person's, 2 feet. Was he got one sock on and one not, or is that just a weird light thing?
My son John.
Huh?
Oh, we've seen this one before, though. Yeah, the head on the stairs just coming up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking a picture of a photo he's selling. Yeah.
Yeah, that's creepy.
That's Mr. Loafer.
Yeah, he's got loafers on. Yeah. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, okay. But I mean, you can clearly see the head or
something. There's something
up.
quite sincerely sitting down there. I don't know, very weird. Hope he was able to sell the picture for what it's worth. Out of body experience. This is submitted by Jennifer Beach, Fort Wright, Kentucky. I had an out of body experience when I was in middle school. I was lying on my bed one afternoon thinking about napping, but not really sleeping. I rolled over onto my belly and suddenly I was at the ceiling, looking down at myself lying on the bed. This was not a dream. I was wide awake. There was a sort of vague cord running from me on the ceiling to the me on the bed, and I felt a floating sensation. It scared me, and I rolled back over, not knowing what would happen. When I did, I was back on the bed, and I felt extremely heavy and vaguely like something was missing. I didn't tell anybody about it for a long time, and I'm still not sure what to think about it. There's there's another comic interpretation of it. Oh, there's the thing.
Have you not seen the movie? You haven't seen the movie Donnie Darko, have you?
Nope, I have not.
Well, there's a theory that he follows through that your soul, or at least your lifeline, passes through these things. and it's like a string or a light that, you know, projects from your body, and it leads you to kind of what's going to happen in your life, or
like a destiny of sorts.
Yeah, kind of like a destiny, I guess, or a fate, or sometimes a doom. But it's, you know, but when she said that when she woke up she felt like she was missing something, what if somebody cuts that cord?
Well, that's the risk there, is that some people claim that there are nefarious entities that exist in the astral plane that try to cut these cords because it may allow them to take over the body and you know, cut the spirit source from the body, and then they can jump in or kill the person, whichever.
Right.
I've heard both versions, so I don't know what to think of that. I don't know that I astrally project, so I should be okay personally, but if you regularly astrally project, make sure you be careful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look both ways before crossing the astral plane.
That's a good one. That was good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was right from the top of my head.
Mind the gap.
Yeah, mind the gap. Don't cross, no crossing. All right, so submitted by Jennifer Owens, Goshen, Ohio. This picture was taken this past March in my house. I was the only person home. The shadow in the hallway was gone shortly after I snapped the photo. Ooh, that's not good.
Where so that's like a paneling, like a 70s paneling there. You know, when you got in trouble, you had to put your nose on the line.
No, I never got in trouble.
What?
So
yeah, okay, whatever.
No, I didn't.
You.
Literally,
Yeah,
you can ask my mom. I was a good boy.
That's kind of creepy. That does look like a hunched over shadow.
It does. It's really tall too. If you look at where the ceiling line is here, you think around the 8-foot mark. I mean, it could be 7-foot ceilings, but either way, that's very tall. If it's hunched over, and yeah, that's creepy. There is a weird omission of any detail here, though. It's like you can see the lines of the paneling here, but you're not seeing, you know, coming through in here as well, especially down to the ankle point. That line right there is terminated, and
no, I think I see it. I think I see it right here. I think it's maybe I do see it here. I think it's just your angle. Yeah, I think it's just your angle.
Maybe, but it does seem to chop out. That's a harsh shadow there, and then it just ends at the shadow, which is the shadow person, I assume that they're. I mean, it's not to say that it's not legit. It's just a curiosity.
Reminds you of a horse?
Oh, a horse. That's interesting. Now that they say that,
it
does,
front,
doesn't it?
The neck,
the
and
mane
the
right
and
here.
The ear. You can just see like the flick of an ear.
The front leg.
Yeah.
You know, that really kind of makes me believe it's a fake. Because there is a hard shadow here as well.
Right.
It's like, what is that? A square butt? You know, does this shadow person have a square butt?
He's got a shellfish.
Yeah. That's really
but yeah,
weird.
It does.
It is a horse.
Yeah.
I think whoever said that is dead on.
That's Kathy.
Kathy, you nailed it. I think you nailed it. I think this is a fake, and I think that they just used a shadow of a horse or cut out a horse, made a mask, and then just darkened this area with the mask in a photo editing suite. Very, very good eye. Excellent, because that is definitely like the lower end. This would be the mane coming off of the head. This would be the neck to the four limbs. Good call, Cassie. You nailed it. That's why I love this, you know, going over these things in a group. Because somebody sees something, and that's my point exactly. That's why I love your guys' story. Somebody will see something different than anybody else has.
Well, it's like that picture you keep talking. You've mentioned several times that people passed around this picture, and then one hunter looked at it and went, "Oh, this is what it is."
It's a deer. It's doing in this position, and this is what's going on. It was like boom. Nobody else could see it except that hunter. And this right now, Kathy, boom, you nailed it. You got it. I think this is a fake. Good call. That shadow bothered me because it's just too hard and nothing's coming through it.
Right.
Very faintly, but not right, not good. Like, yeah, I think you nailed it. So this one is The Man on the Wall, submitted by Emily Cheney, Reading, Ohio. I've always had a feeling that my house was haunted. Little things would happen here and there. I felt like someone was watching me. I'd get random cold chills. The TV would randomly turn off or on, and I would hear people talking. My family thought I was absolutely crazy, and then a couple of years ago, my dog Roscoe randomly started growling. Lots of randoms going on. And I had this weird feeling, and I got cold chills. And I decided to take a picture on my phone, And there it was, a man on my wall that looks like he was has a receding hairline and a suit on. Oh, yeah, maybe. That's the same shadow as the dog, so the tone is right. I don't know. What's the shadow around the shadow, though? I don't know. It's possible. That could be a faint apparition just there. The dog doesn't seem to be bothered with it at all, though. He's looking at the TV. Generally, dogs tune into this stuff pretty well.
Right.
I don't know.
Is he paying any attention to it?
No, not that I can
he
tell.
is, yeah.
No, he's looking at the TV. He might be a dog that likes to watch TV. My mom, she had a little white fluffy dog, and I can't remember the kind of breed. He was just a sweetheart, though. And he would watch the Kennel Club show every year.
Really?
And he could care less about TV, but once the Kennel Club show came on, and he would just sit transfixed staring at the TV for hours until it was done. Yeah, exactly. It was like he was tuning into his favorite show. And that was it. Once it was over, he could care less again. But he also loved dog food commercials and things like that. He would absolutely freak out. He knew there were dogs on TV.
Right.
But other than that, he couldn't care less. Very interesting. So this is submitted by Yegzam Niel Elianad.
Skip it.
What?
Skip it. Skip the name.
Oh, okay. Well, I was trying. I'm trying to do people justice here, but I'm probably brutalizing it. This photo of my daughter and my stepfather was taken at Spring Grove Cemetery. My daughter's holding a fish and was the only child there, but you can see the figure of what looks like another child on the left side of the image. My stepfather passed away that night, and this is the last photos of him.
Wow.
It's one of the last photos. Oh, this is the other child, apparently.
Yeah, it looks like a forehead and hair.
Yeah, it does. Huh. That's curious. Yeah, for sure. Well, that's too bad. I'm sorry they lost him. Huh.
Wow, yeah.
I guess that's it for this.
This seems to be it. Yeah.
These stories, but that one small piece of article. It was a small article, and it lasted for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It took us an hour and a half to get through that, Don.
Yeah. Well, plus the phone calls, which.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've had a busy night so far, so we haven't really had to have a lot of material.
Hey, Five Hazel's here.
Hey, Five Hazel, good to see you.
Sage is here.
Sage is here. Wonderful to see you. Happy New Year to all of you. In fact, how many are here? 77 people.
Oh, 77. I only see 74. That's awesome.
Wow, I got 77. So we'll go by my number, Don.
All right, your number's better than mine.
That's right.
Bama BF, Barry's here, Big Rob Bomber, Cameron F. We got Mr. Naysay, Cha-Cha, Chris Jarvis, Clary, Ms. Deb Varner, who you said will be in on the 10th. Is that right?
Yeah, Deb will be on the show on the 10th, ladies and gentlemen. So mark your calendars if you want a reading. Deb will be on January 10th on the Paranormal Portal.
There you go. Jordan, is that Jordan Black? Okay. Lewis is here. Marilena, Mog, Mystic Hippie Jess. Paranormal Portal's here. Patrick Douglas, Real Dill, and Squatch Lady PA. Of course, Pharmacy Seed Network, Mr. Ken from Down Under. I think Aussie Tiger was here. I think he
was.
Yeah, he is. Oh, I missed his name. I apologize. Let's see here. And then we had and Duke. Duke is here. So there you go. That's who we see. John G just popped in too. So all right, well those are the shout outs.
Well, and then Jordan Black, did you say that? Yeah. Or Jordan? Okay. Jordan, it's Anxiety Talks. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Very cool. Now we've got a name for you.
We've got a name.
We've got another name for you now. You can't get away because we'll know you by two names. I don't even know what the hell that means, but just in case we want to stalk you later.
Oh, I forgot Bomber.
Oh, Bomber. How can you forget Bomber?
I don't know.
Well, welcome everybody. Oh, Mystic Hippie Jess. Okay. I know, but I'm seeing the name now for the first time. Just want to say thank you guys for the show. Well, thank you for being here. That's really awesome. It's really wonderful to get a chance to meet, and that's what I love about the chat room is it gives us an opportunity to see you guys here and listening. And no, it's not a prerequisite to talk. We're happy if you just like to tune in and just relax to the.
You can tune in and tune out. It's okay.
The soft, dulcet tones of my voice.
My ASMR.
Oh yeah, or Don's AMSR.
ASMR.
Yeah, or whatever the hell
whatever it is.
Whatever the hell that is. But
Did
I only became aware of what the hell AMSR was like a week ago.
No, Lady Death. Lady Death used to talk about it all the time.
I know. I didn't know what the hell she was talking about, though.
Okay.
I didn't know what AMSR was. I heard all these references for a long time, but just like in my normal phase of things, I kind of ignore them until they become so blatantly obvious I have to look them up.
It's okay. There's nothing there.
Apparently not. But anyway, we've got another call, and this is actually our very own Deborah.
Nice.
Hello, Miss Deb. Welcome to the show. Are you sure you're on the right show? Is that what you're doing?
Maybe
like,
we're the psychics.
Which show did I call? Welcome. Happy New Year.
Brent, are you there?
It is. It's me and all my personalities. Multiple personality disorder, maybe, but I'm here.
Uh-oh.
Are you there?
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, of course. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Oh, maybe she can't hear us.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you hearing us?
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy birthday, Don.
Thank you, Deb.
And I have got the sequel to the phone call that I made the other night about Luna barking at the ceiling.
Huh?
I now know what it was with everything that was going on. I hadn't really thought about, the date. I was sitting there the other night, and all of a sudden I started smelling a perfume that wasn't mine. And I was like, okay, what is this? And then I started smelling water. And it finally dawned on me the date and what it was. It was my sister. It was the anniversary of the day we lost her. And I also saw a white orb go across my kitchen.
Oh, cool.
So to answer the question is, did I know what it was or could I tell what it was? Obviously, she was trying to get in touch with me.
Oh, that's really wonderful. That's a cool experience.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And I'm calling, let you know.
I appreciate that. Did you have a nice New Year's Eve? Did you go nuts or did you just stay home? What'd you do?
I stayed home on the phone with Sage, and we welcomed in the new year together.
Oh, that's nice.
And I wonder, we almost felt a wave or a ripple when the new year came in. I was wondering if anybody else did. It was kind of awesome. It was like a energy wave.
I did not, but
I was asleep by 9 o'clock last night.
Don was waving at his covers. That's the only waving he held. No, I didn't notice anything in that way, but I've really, obviously been focused on the idea that we're going through this transition. You and I have talked about it for years on the show, and I think really 2019 was a lot of struggles and a lot of getting through old crap and getting through old ways and habits. And I think that 2020 is really an important year. But I would have loved to have felt that wave. But, after that blue blood supermoon, those waves of things kind of scare me.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it was really cool. I mean, ask Sage. She knows.
Oh, yeah.
She was with me.
I believe you wholeheartedly. I think that, you both being sensitive, of course, probably made it so much more pronounced than most of us would feel.
Yeah, picked it up right in between you, yeah.
But I think that everybody is really looking forward, and it's really cool. But the general tone that I'm feeling from people is that everybody's looking forward on 2020 with a lot of optimism and excitement, which is really cool because it seems we've been in a rut for so long, and now it looks like people are really anxiously moving forward into this new year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so.
So, I don't know, but you're going to be on the show on the 10th.
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm making sure I had it right anyway, but your validation is always important when it comes to my dates. So, I think that's it'll be interesting to see how this show will be different then with this new energy of the new year, and to hear if we have a different kind of experience.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I really am. And it will be, from what I've seen, it will be on a full moon. So it should be a pretty good show.
Well, awesome. And, we love you so much. And thank you for coming on the show again for the 10th. That'll be exciting. And we'll have a whole amazing 2020 together, I'm sure.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. I'm planning on it. I can't wait.
Well, it's great to hear from you, my lady, and thanks for calling in.
Okay, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, my dear.
Thanks for calling in, Deb. Love ya. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
All right, very cool. We got another call.
Yeah, guess who that is?
And this would be, I think, the other side of
That's
that
correct.
experience.
I think so.
Miss Sage, welcome to the show.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Well, I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm back. So yay, and thank you so much for taking that weird call. But I did want to call you guys and wish you a happy holiday, whichever one it was, all of you.
Oh.
I hope you know that, Brent. I wasn't calling to make you a secretary.
Oh.
I was thinking of you.
Well, I appreciate that.
I was thinking of you.
First of all, nobody would hire me as a secretary, just for the record. Not with the way my head works.
I have to remind him of names all the time.
Yeah, no,
I was thinking of everyone. But I was calling I'm so happy that Deb actually called first, because it was crazy. It was absolutely insane, because we both felt it at the same time, and she's ahead of me. So I hadn't even hit the midnight mark yet, and I felt it.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
And it was like we both felt the veil thin. It was like it kind of explained it the same. Like I felt like I feel like the gate opening. Like it was very intense. We both had to ground ourselves. But it was a very intense, beautiful. At first, it kind of ramped up, and it was kind of chaotic. And then all of a sudden, as soon as it hit midnight, like there was this kind of serenity. But it was almost like we've been waiting for it for so long. And we've been, teetering on going back and forth, and touching it, and then, or being close to whatever it is that we don't know. We call it the veil, but we don't know what it is. And some of it's negative and some of it's positive. And we were just showered with just so much love. It was just such an incredible experience. I've never experienced anything like that on New Year's.
Wow.
Ever.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Nor have I ever cared. If a
there's
year
that
has changed.
Yeah. Another tick on the clock. Yeah. No, I get it. But it does feel like this is an important time, whatever that means.
Right.
I don't know. I can't tell you for sure, but I've been just feeling it for years. Well, Don can tell you. He's been sitting at my side for years, and I've been talking about this period of time being so important.
Right.
That we're in this really incredibly important transition period. So whatever it ends up meaning, I don't know. But I just hope that hopefully that, we can all move together and move ahead.
Right.
And get past a lot of this crap that we've been chewing on for about the last 1,000 years or so.
That's what it feels like. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and the other thing is that I think that one of the things that we're feeling is that the connections that we've made, and that we're shedding that aren't positive, but the connections that we've made that are true are becoming even stronger and are becoming even more important to us because we need each other.
Right.
And, you asked me at one point why I call, the Portal family, and it's because a lot of us have been searching for so long for this type of group that it is a family.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think so too.
I
do. I'm always very humbled by that. I'm very humbled by when people refer to it as a family, when they found such a place. I don't think I can take too much credit for that, but I just think it's all of us finding each other maybe and just creating this really cool community, and it's just really wonderful.
Well, and yeah, like everyone in the chat, I mean, your mods, you and Dawn, the channels that are, Paisley's channel, they're the side channels that have come off of, this, Deborah's, site. We have Duke's site. We have so many other sites that are part of Paranormal that if we can't get the information here, we know where we can go and that it's safe information. Mm-hmm. And I think that's one of the most important things because a lot of us have been burned. And so trust is a really big, and especially coming into 2020, because we've already shedded all of that. So going in, we need to, trust each other. And I think that's a really important thing. But the showering of unconditional love, it's there and it's waiting for us. Mm-hmm. And so, the time is now. And, yes, it was an very amazing thing, but it didn't go away. It's still here. You can tap into it, ground, make sure you ground, and make sure you get your crystals, whichever one you need, and we have a lot of eclipses coming up here and a lot of changes. And the only thing, that I would remind people of is just to be kind to yourself, because that's something that we always forget is we're always really hard on ourselves. Mm-hmm. And that's something that Deb was, kind of reminded me is, to be kind, you got to kind of give yourself a break, right. So be kind to yourself, remember that life is really hard and you made it this far. So you're kick-ass. Good job. Like you did it.
Right. Yeah. Very cool. Well, I appreciate
we're here.
Yeah, I appreciate your words of wisdom, and I think we're on the path into a great decade at least, and hopefully a lot longer. But it's been an incredible journey.
And it was amazing. It was amazing, and you guys are absolutely amazing, and I love you guys all. Dawn, happy birthday!
Oh, thank you.
All right, Sage, it's great to hear from you, my lady, and happy New Year
and
to you.
We'll talk to you later.
Okay. Take care.
Happy New Year.
Good night.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Very cool. We've had a lovely turnout on the phones tonight.
We have, yes.
That's been great.
I thought it was kind of funny that Deb calls in and then the next one pops up with Sage. I'm like, oh, well, there's a story here. So
there's the other side of the story. Yep. Both of them experienced a wave on New Year's Eve, ladies and gentlemen, leading into New Year's Day.
Yeah, I tell you, that super blue blood moon, it was last January. It was a year ago now.
Oh, my God, that was horrible.
Oh, it was absolutely. Was it a year ago or was it 2 years ago?
It was two.
I think
it was still upstairs. The studio was still upstairs. So, yeah, it was like 2 years ago. In fact, it was still upstairs in the big room rather than the small room.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's at least 2 years.
That's right. Yeah.
That was 2018, January 2018.
Oh, 18, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Gosh, see, I missed total years.
No, it all blends together after a while. It's like, what day is this? What does it matter? It's just another day.
If you want to look at it that way, yes, Dawn is very Capricorn.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know anything about the zodiac and all that stuff. I just know I'm a bull.
I like my way. But I can coordinate and, let other people have their way too. What is that called? Compromise. I can compromise as well.
You're a team player.
I like to be.
Sounds like you're trying out for a job here.
Well, this one time.
I'm self-motivated, but I'm also a good team player. It's like, okay.
You got to have a team to make the dream work. So teamwork. I see I'm screwing it all up now.
No, it's fine.
It's time.
It's getting there.
Yes. Anyhow.
We've got about 10 minutes
10 minutes.
left. 10 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen, of our first show of 2020.
Woohoo!
It's been a great show. It's been great to hear from you all, and thank you for all of the wonderful 2020 wishes, and for Don's birthday wishes. If you just came in late, just know that it's Don's birthday. He is another tick older on the clock, but still that same lovable guy.
That just lovable Capricorn.
Yeah. What is a Capricorn? What's the deal with Capricorns? What
are
their traits?
Stubbornness.
Is it? Well, that's a Taurus thing too. So
I know.
I'm a Taurus. So
no, grounded. I would have to say very grounded. Very kind of set in my ways, but like I said, I know how to. What did I say? It started with a C. Compromise.
Compromise.
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of people say Capricorns are good business people because they keep their eye on the prize and they know how to get from point A to point B. There may be some stepping and some roughness on the way, but it happens. But generally, once you're on the good side of a Capricorn, you pretty much got to kill them to get off that list. But if you're on that list, don't ever think about getting back on it.
Yeah, if you lose that place,
it's gone.
It's gone.
Why does everybody want to tie me to a tree?
Hey.
Sounds like it could be a good time, but why a tree? It's not just a tree, it's the tree.
Oh, which tree are we working
I don't
with
know.
here?
Bomber's
got a plan for you?
Whew, apparently.
Let's tie him to the tree. Is it a Christmas tree? Is that where we're going with this?
That sounds painful.
Don't mind the needles. Let's get into the spirit of it. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, you know, I gotta shout out all those Aussies that I talked to. They're just too much. Yesterday at about 5 o'clock, I started getting happy birthday, mate. I'm like, we haven't even started here yet. And they're like eating dinner on New Year's Day, you know. It's
yeah.
And it's like they're all happy birthday.
They're already done with their hangover, and we were just building ours.
I told Kate, I said, it's only what I say. It was like I said something like it's only 7:30 here, and I'm just starting. And then the next thing I say to him is, my dog just went to bed. Maybe he's got the better idea. But those Aussies, wow, yeah, they just jumped right on there. I appreciate it. Thank you all who wished me early birthdays, because somebody else said us Aussies are always ahead of the curve. Well, that's because you're 18 hours ahead of me.
Yeah, it's kind of helps that you have like future vision.
You can look back with 20/20 vision.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Just slid that right in there.
Yep.
You slid that in there just all slick like.
Wow. So yeah, it's been fun.
Mid-South Sasquatch. How you doing, Mid-South Sasquatch? Appreciate you coming in, being a part of our journey this evening. We are just about to wrap up the show.
We are.
Just about, but we got a few minutes left. So let me just see if I can close it with a ghost story. I don't know. I might have read this one already. I think I'll go to the next one. I think I just get done with the show. I'm like, okay. And I just shut everything off. Let me pull up one for you. This is the last ghost story of the night.
Oh.
It's quite a short one. It says this one's coming from California. It says, now some of you may have and some of you may have not read my earlier story.
Apparently we haven't.
No, I don't think. Well, I mean, we might have somewhere in our journey, but this is a few years after that story, taking place a few weeks ago. Me being 18 years old and in college, I was just chilling with my friends at my backyard, you know, talking and such, when the topic turned to ghost stories, experiences, etc. And we all talked about our experiences, and from my friend's tale of seeing a ghost in her mirror that looks like no one in her house at the time, to another friend's tale of seeing a black fluid shape. He couldn't match it to anything. He just said it was fluid, like black moving on black, and run across the hills of his old house at night, to another saying how he saw a ghost at his house, that of a woman, when his mom was in her room. So we all got tired at around 2 a.m. and decided to go our separate ways. Well, as I was walking inside of my house, I got lightheaded and like dazed and just decided to crash out. And I've never had any experiences in this new house, like none at all. But I awoke a few hours later to someone walking upstairs And I sleep in the basement, and the kitchen is directly above it. And I heard footsteps, talking, cooking, and such, and went upstairs, and I looked at the microwave, 6:53 a.m. My parents were asleep, the lights were off, and everything was in its place. I was standing there wondering what was up and decided to go in the living room. I still don't know what happened, but it hasn't happened since. Well, there you go. Just someone passing through, having a little laugh at your expense, perhaps. But yeah, the footsteps thing, I think, is kind of it's kind of a menacing, creepy thing to do, you know? I don't like when spirits do the footsteps thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, really? Is that important? Really?
It is, yeah. It's just, it was chilling.
So what if you're in a situation, Don, you're in your house, and every night you get these footsteps coming up your stairs and walking right outside your bedroom, and then nothing. And then so you get to the point where you ignore it.
Right.
But then the night that you ignore it, it's actually somebody broke into your house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see where I'm going there? Bad news.
Called complacency.
Desensitizing someone in light of what could be a real emergency. So I just think it's creepy as hell. Ooh. And what?
Oh, I was just thinking, wouldn't that be interesting if somebody could, do that to you, get you, project themselves into your house and get you used to something like that?
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that just
so
be
they
creepy?
Could create a tulpa? They're like these advanced spiritual people that could create tulpas and then rob you.
We talked about when we talked about spontaneous human invisibility.
I know, right?
We were talking about the gurus that could do all those things,
right?
So why not?
And allegedly, these people are doing it by accident. Somehow they're just stumbling into this invisibility.
You gotta call that gal.
I'm just gonna email, but
whatever.
Yeah, okay. I'll put it on my list of.
You put it on your list
a
like 2 months
gajillion
ago.
other things. Yeah, and it's about as far up the list as it was then. Believe me, I know there's about 50,000 people I'd like to get on the show, but unfortunately, there's only one of me, and there's one of you, and we can only do so much in a day.
Yeah,
so.
Well,
and we have a lot of plans that are in development.
Have to grind every day for my porridge.
Well, we're all grinding for our porridge.
Yeah, but I mean, you're grinding doing this, I'm grinding doing this, and that other thing I don't like to grind doing.
Yeah. Well, I understand. I mean, I will say that I love doing the work that is the portal, but it's still a lot of work either way. It's not easy, but it's something I love doing. So.
Okay, so now wait a minute. Let me go back up here.
My neck is killing me. Oh, I need a massage.
You need
Don, will you rub my shoulders?
I can send you a message.
I don't want a message. I want a massage.
Bomber says, I'm going to the tree and bringing an apple, bacon, corkscrew, and a dawn.
Oh, Jesus. That doesn't sound like a good tree at all. I don't like that tree anymore. I don't know what's happening there, but that's a tree I'm staying well the hell away from. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've reached the end. We've reached the end of possibility here on the portal.
Happy birthday to me.
Yeah. Have a good time with that corkscrew, Don.
Oh my.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, no.
I do need a massage chair. You're right, Tracy. I do. I don't know if it would even do it though. It's right up in the neck. It's because I'm tipping my head all the time at an angle, and it just tightens up on me.
You know what I find I do at night? I'll be laying down and I'll be like.
Other than strangle yourself? No.
I'll be laying on my pillow, but I'll be like pushing against it. So like my shoulders up off the bed, and so like all of this is all tense.
Yeah.
And I have to do this wiggle. It's like okay.
It could catch on. That could be the new trend of the 20s.
Don Strangelovian wiggle.
Yeah, Strangelovian wiggle.
But I do, and then I feel my neck release in my shoulder and my hand, my face.
Yeah, it's stuck. Yeah, my neck is totally stuck right now.
Got it. So
I'll have to decompress afterwards. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 2020. This is our maiden voyage into the portal for 2020.
Do the Dawn wiggle.
The Dawn wiggle. There you go. You're starting trends all over the place. Beards and wiggling. I don't know what the hell more you could do, but and happy birthday once again, Don.
Thank you.
Hope you've enjoyed your birthday 2020 extravaganza.
Yes, it's been wonderful. Happy New Year to you.
Oh, thanks.
And Happy New Year to all of those friends of ours out there listening to us ramble on about crazy stuff.
Well, that's the portal. So
yeah, well, you know.
It's kind of how we roll. It's kind of paranormal, and it's kind of a lot of other crap, too.
This is how we do.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up our show. Anything in closing, Don?
Thank you. Don't forget Teesprings. Teesprings.com/store/paranormal-portal. Discount code, all capital letters, Portal, PORTAL 2020, all one word. 15% discount for your new gear for the new year.
All right. Beautiful. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, being a part of our journey into the paranormal portal. And I'll be back tomorrow night and try to entertain you with some night terrors. And Jesus God. You know I'm wearing headphones as well. It's like in my head. It's in my head, Don.
It's gonna stay.
It's not where I want you. It's not where I want you.
You know, it doesn't.
Right?
It doesn't seem like I have to do much to get into people's heads. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes not so much.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we love you all. Be good, be kind, be nice. Take care of each other in 2020 and beyond.
Absolutely.
Remember the magic. Find the magic in every day, and remember to laugh as much as you can.
There you go.
All right, guys. Love you bunches, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Good night.